First of all, what is glutathione? Well, it's an antioxidant. It's actually a tripeptide composed of glycine, glutamine, and cysteine, which are just amino acids. And it's known as the master antioxidant. Now, the good news is that we all produce glutathione. You don't have to take a glutathione. In fact, glutathione, the supplement, is very poorly absorbed. And so again, the main way we get glutathione is through the foods that we eat, but you're going to find out at the end of the program some supplements that'll help. But the good news is we produce our own glutathione. The bad news is that there's many things that deplete our glutathione levels, like exposure to toxins and pollutants and even drugs and xenobiotics. Poor nutrition, the aging process really drains our glutathione. You'll see that in another slide. Chronic inflammation is like having a leak in your glutathione gas tank, as well as chronic inflammations or infections. Chronic infections like HIV. Most HIV patients and AIDS patients have very low glutathione levels, chronic hepatitis C, and I check the glutathione levels of these patients. They invariably have low glutathione, as well as chronic EBV, chronic degenerative diseases, and it could be chronic arthritis, it can be rheumatoid arthritis, it could be Alzheimer's, it could be Parkinson's like I talked about, it can be just chronic heart disease, chronic liver disease, chronic kidney disease. They typically have low glutathione levels because it depletes the body of glutathione, just degeneration. Pollution will deplete your glutathione levels. Lack of sleep will deplete glutathione, as well as stress, excessive stress, not coping with stress, traumas and major life events, divorces, lawsuits, all of this. It depletes your glutathione levels. And especially toxins deplete the glutathione. And realize there's almost 70,000 industrial chemicals that are found in common products, with 1,000 new synthetic chemicals introduced every year. And our body uses up glutathione when it detoxifies these chemicals. The EPA estimates that the average American may be carrying about 700 industrial chemicals in their body. 700 chemicals. Well, guess what that's doing? It's lowering the glutathione level. A CDC report resulted from 2,500 screenings of Americans for 148 industrial chemicals. They found that significant quantities of these chemicals were found in the bloodstreams in every individual tested. Realize there's over 900 drugs that's been linked to liver damage and low glutathione levels as a result, including statin drugs. There's so many Americans on statins for high cholesterol, but the doctors don't realize it depletes glutathione. That's why a common thing we see as physicians is elevated liver functions. And that's why it's important to put these people on a glutathione boosting supplement, because it'll help to correct a lot of the liver function abnormalities. Hormone contraceptives, antibiotics, also chemotherapy drugs. The main drug and the drugs that cause cancer are your chemotherapy drugs. Yes, years after taking chemotherapy drugs, there's generally an increased risk of especially lymphomas and leukemias, and they deplete glutathione levels and affect the liver.